finance, a la shmup. What is comparative advantage? Well, comparative advantage is literally just that. When a producer of a product or service has a relative or comparative advantage over another, they should produce that product, everything else being equal.
Illustrative example time.
Shmup's general counsel lawyer dude is an amazingly fast typist. He types 90 words a minute and never makes a mistake that he doesn't bill us for. But he's a really good lawyer, so we compare his advantages. We could get someone else to be secretary. Bonzo here types 82 words a minute, but is terrible at dealing with patent offices and tends to eat any subpoenas that are served. It's great that Bonzo is fast at typing, but the value of producing something is relative to the opportunity cost of not having it. All right, so you, country A here, might not be better on an absolute level at producing something versus another country, country B here, but you might have lower trade-offs. All right, a couple of quick country examples. Kuwait produces oil and also chemicals. It has a comparative advantage in chemicals because chemicals are a byproduct of oil. Its opportunity cost for producing chemicals is relatively low because of its spill-off from its oil, meaning it's almost free to go produce it. Moving on, second, Filipino customer care. Well, it is relatively cheap to outsource customer care to the Philippines. They have a comparative advantage because those same workers aren't giving up producing some other output. They have no other jobs, nothing else for them to do. They're a pretty educated workforce and, there's no minimum wage. All right, example 3. And usually you need a mathematical example here, so we'll throw one in. Irv and Dave can both produce tomatoes or cauliflower. Here's the time it takes Irv working alone to produce each. All right, tomatoes 2 hours, cauliflower 2 hours, total 4. And here's Dave, 3 hours for tomatoes and 1 cauliflower, but the same 4 hours there. All right, well, clearly, Irv should produce tomatoes because he's better at it than Dave is. Dave should produce cauliflower because he's better at it than he is at tomatoes, and well, the opportunity cost works favorably to his advantage there. So yeah, that's comparative advantage in a few different examples, and as Bonzo likes to call it,